Hi, and welcome to today's session in the free online sales training series with me, Mark Sapsford. And in today's session, we are going to talk about rapport with your client, how to understand what that means, and how having that strong rapport, strong bond with your customer or client is going to make such a massive difference when you hopefully securing that sale. So rapport is all about commonality. It's all about a common ground. Having a client that you're selling to or liaising with or building a relationship with that you have some common ground with is so powerful. You may have common ground as to where you live, you may have common ground with regards to your backgrounds, they're very much aligned, but having zero rapport and zero commonality is really a business suicide. You're not going to secure a sale, or somebody who has no commonality with you and doesn't feel a connection with you is not going to buy from you. And it doesn't mean they don't need the product or don't want your product or service. It means that they don't have a common ground with you. They don't feel aligned with you. And in later sessions, we're going to cover how you can test the water if you are aligned with that person before you then go to try to sell. Because it's pointless trying to sell to someone when there is zero commonality. Today, we're just covering the topic, what it means, what it does, why it's so important. So building that relationship is so key to you building the sale. And this is the main reason why a lot of business is conducted on the golf course, because there is a common ground. You may have a salesperson who's selling a product or a service to a buyer from a company, and they both meet on the golf course purely and simply because that's the common ground they have between them. A round of golf to discuss some business, and some business is conducted. Now, there is common ground between the two people because they love the game of golf and they're meeting on a golf course. And that is what is the icebreaker more often than not. So understand, as a salesperson, knowing your client and knowing the common things that you may have with them is key. And this is a perfect lead on from the KYC video that we carried out recently. So knowing your client is one thing about what makes them buy and what makes them demonstrate their needs, but also what common ground you have between you and your client. Remember, if you have a customer and you don't know what they like, you don't know what they do, you don't know all of anything about them, then you haven't done your job properly. Asking the right questions. Ask them if it's okay to find out a little bit about them. People love talking about themselves, as you probably realized. When you go on a date, you want to get somebody to talk about themselves. You don't want to just sit there and talk about you all night, because if you do, the person you're with is going to get bored very quickly. It's all about understanding the common ground between you. And if you ask the right questions, such as, what's your background? What's your experience? Where do you live? How long have you lived there? What do you do in your spare time? If you ask that it's okay to get to know your person a little bit better, know your client better, they're not going to say no, because they want to talk about themselves. People want to talk about themselves. It's a natural human need as part of the hierarchy of human needs. And again, we're going to cover that off in a later session, how to understand the human needs so you can mirror those and get a great result. So today, as I say, is about rapport, understanding what rapport means, that connection, that common ground between you and your customer, and then work on that. Make the customer feel happy. A customer feels happy when they're with somebody like themselves. They can relate to that. They relate to that subconsciously. So it's all about making your customer feel comfortable and happy, and therefore then they will feel more happy in buying from you. So I hope that's been of interest to you, and I hope that's been of benefit to you. Try it next time. Talk to your customer a little bit about themselves. Find out a little bit about them. Find some common ground, and you'll find that the rapport will be much stronger the next time you sell. Please click the like button if you've liked what you've seen today. And some of what we're going to release moving forward will be subscribe only. So please click the subscribe button to get notified when we release new material, and also release some of the subscription only material too. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next session. Bye for now.